You are listening to Bass World Music.
What's going on, friends, family, those I know, those who I don't know? You know who it is. It's your boy, The Law, coming to you once again on the dopest podcast on Spreaker, YouTube, iHeartRadio, and all those other platforms. You know, I'm going to shout that out to you guys, man. This is the antidote, man, where we're going to give you inspiration. We're going to inspire you. We're going to push you to your next level. And I'm talking about we're going to be able to get you to the point where you just just doing your thing, man. You know what I'm saying? So my heart is that I would love to, say words and give ideas and cast ideas to help you get to your next level, help you to build your brand, help you to build relationship and all the good stuff, man. And so I'm just here, man, just a guy that love to talk. I'm a guy that love to inspire, and I'm a guy that loves people, man. And so I am so super ready for that, man. And so today I really got a really good one, man. I'm talking about a really, really good one. And I think it's going to get a little heavy, but I think it's going to be exciting at the same time, man. So I hope you're ready, and I hope you're prepared for that, because I promise you this, it's going to be on, baby. Yeah, so let me do a commercial break right quick before we get started, man. This is a commercial break brought to you by The Law. I would love for you to follow me on all social media platforms. The first one is Facebook. You can find me at Lawrence Thompson. You will see me holding a tie with a really cool hat and a really cool watch. Say Millionaire Grind. Shout out to Ernest Fields for that. And also, I want you to follow me on Instagram at I Am Law Jr. Follow me on Twitter at I Am Law Jr. the number 8. You can also follow me here on Spreaker at The Antidote with the Law. And then you can go on YouTube. Guess what? You can find me at The Antidote with the Law. And this is one of the amazing things that I say every week is that we also on iHeartRadio. So if you go through iHeartRadio, you're riding on your car, you're riding your truck, you're riding on your bike, and you want to listen to my podcast, you can find us on iHeartRadio at I Am Law. Nope. See, man, I got so much, man. I get confused a little bit. No, it is The Antidote with the Law. You can find us there, and you can hear the podcast, man. I'm telling you, it is pretty dope, man. So I am super excited. I'm super excited about this topic because I can relate to this topic, and I know a lot of people out there can relate to this topic. But I want to say, I grabbed this topic from watching the NCAA tournament this week. And the NCAA tournament this week, it went haywire. I know everybody brackets is busted up. Mine is too. Especially with Virginia. Mine is busted open. But it was literally some things that was going on. It was literally some things that was happening that I really looked at, and I said, you know what? This is the motivational moment, man. This is motivation right here. And so I watched the game that I really watched and want to talk about was Buffalo against Arizona. And so Arizona was the giant in the thing. You know what I'm saying? And my topic today is compete with the giant. Arizona was the giant in the arena. Arizona was the one that's supposed to win. And Buffalo was the seed that, they can play, but they weren't supposed to be, that guy or that team to handle Arizona. So, when I looked at the game, I'm looking at Arizona, and Arizona is coming in, and, maybe they was used to, the first round is just kind of like a practice or whatever. I don't know. But it looks like they was looking at that way. And so Buffalo, when Buffalo saw the giant, they didn't see the giant as being a giant. They saw the giant as being somebody, you must compete with me. And when they got to the point that when they were saying you got to compete with me, they ran the score up like crazy. I'm talking about they were popping threes and hitting threes before they even get to the three-point line. You know what I'm saying? They was like, come across the half court, bow, hit one in your mouth. I'm talking about they was like, yo, wash your face off the ball type deal. And man, I was like, this is super amazing, man. Because when you look at things like this, man, you can find out different opportunities that you can get motivation from and anywhere. But look at this, man, with things in your life. There's some giants in your life, as far as like financially, as far as relationship, as far as yourself. You have certain giants in your life. Like, I can't achieve a certain status because I don't have the right money to invest in my business or my brand or my clothing line or whatever you're trying to do to get to that next level. Or you look at it and say, you know what, I don't have the right relationships in place so that I can be able to shake hands with the who's who, the movers and the shakers. Or if you in your relationship with your boyfriend and girlfriend, you look at it and say, I don't have what everybody else had to give to their boyfriend and girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? So it's very challenging when I have to compete with other friends that have boyfriend and girlfriend. They doing different things for them, the husband and wife. They doing different things, and I can't do it. Or you looking at yourself, and then you look in the mirror, and you say, you know what? I've been through a divorce. You know what I'm saying? I've been homeless. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm homeless or whatever. Or I've been through, you know what I'm saying, depression or suicidal type things. Or I've been through, you know what I'm saying, failing at this and failing at that. And these giants are constantly sitting in your face. And they calling you and they talking to you and they taunting you. But you got to have a conversation with your giant. And then you got to look at your giant and say, you know what? I know you in my life. I know we on the court, but you're going to have to compete today. Like, you're going to have to put on your shoes. You're going to have to lace them up and you're going to compete today. And you got to get to the point where it doesn't matter how big the giant is. It doesn't matter how great the task is. It doesn't matter how great the obstacle is. You got to look at it and say, you know what? Today is the day that we're going to fight. And you know what? When I get done, I'm going to win. Now, your win may not come today. Your win may not come next week. Your win may not come within a year, but you get in the game and compete hard as you can and let your giant know that I showed up today and you better show up. Don't let your grip up, because if you let your grip up and I slide in, I'm going to beat you by 20 points. And so if you're not looking at your giant and not responding to your giant and you letting your giant respond to you, you're going to be in a place where you're going to be out of focus. You're going to be in a place where things are going to be shifting in your life. You're going to be in a place where it's going to be frustration. You're going to be in a place where you're going to feel insufficient. You're going to be in a place where you feel like you cannot succeed at anything. Man, you know me, man. I'm a Christian, man. You know, and everybody compares this to David and Goliath. You know what I'm saying? The David and Goliath story all the time. You know, how David slain the giant. You know what I'm saying? And it's pretty amazing that David didn't kill the lion. I mean, David did not kill Goliath with a stone. Oh, that mess your theology up. I know, I get it. I understand. Well, he threw a stone. He did throw a stone. But he didn't win when he threw the stone. David won when he responded back to his giant. The giant told him that he was too small and that he was going to feed his flesh to the birds. And then David turned around and said, man, you know who I am? Man, you know who backing me? I'm going to cut your head off. I'm going to kill you this day. This day, you're going to be in my hands, and I'm going to slay you right now. It was the response that David had. The stone was just a tool to get to the point of what he believed in. Man, that's pretty dope. That was pretty dope. I get it. That was pretty dope right there. The stone was the tool to get to what he believed in. See, you throwing rocks, stones, spears, swords, arrows, and all that stuff, and you don't believe it'll do what it's going to do. You don't believe it's going to take the giant out. You don't believe that the giant is going to die. You don't believe that the giant going to be in your hands. The head of your giant is going to be in your hand. The head of your giant going to be cut off. You don't believe that. So you hope and you wish that things would go the way it should go. And you find out that it doesn't. Check this out. If you read your Bible and go back and read it again, when David got done saying that, the Bible is like, yo, David ran up on my man. David didn't stand far back and was, standing so far back that he was some distance. No, if you read it, it say David ran up on my man. Like, David like, yo, I believe so much, I'm moving towards you. So that's what you got to do with your giant. When you're competing with your giant, you got to say, I know you there. I see you big. I see your shiny stuff. I see your big stuff that you have. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to run up on you. You need to run up on your finances and learn about different ways to create money. You need to run up on your relationships and go out there and shake hands and network and talk to people and get with people. You need to run up on your relationship with your husband, your wife, your boyfriend, and girlfriend, and go out and do different things and set up different things and activate anything and create experiences with them. You need to do that with your kids. Create the experience with your kids. Create the moments with your kids. Run up on your kids. And then you need to run up on yourself. When you get in the mirror every day and you say you the greatest thing that since sliced bread, or you the awesome thing that's created in the earth. You are the best of who you is and who you created and who created you. Your business. You need to say your business is the thing that's going to change anything around me and anything I touch. You need to run up on your giant and compete with him and handle your business. Because I promise you this. The moment you run up on your giant, you'll find out that there ain't no giant. It was all bark, no bite. It was all sounds and noise, but no power. You'll realize that I had more power in me and you had more power in me. You're lending your power away to your giants. So, I need you to compete. I need you to compete. I need you to compete. Let me say it one more time. I need you to compete with your giant. And I promise you this, that the moment you set in your brain and set in your heart to compete with your giant, that will be the day that your life will transform, and that will be the day that you will radically see something different in your life. And I promise you this, the radical change, the radical difference is not the external thing that's supposed to show up. The mindset you're going to have is going to be ridiculous. And once you challenge the mind and you get the mind on the right path of where you want to go, then the things will show up. And you'll be more effective. You'll be more powerful. You'll be on point. And you'll be producing the way you should. Man, I'm telling you, man, I love this thing, man. I love what you guys are doing, man. You know what I'm saying? I give you like 15 minutes of a good power pack inspiration there. You know what I'm saying? And so, I know I'm supposed to do takeaways, man, but I ain't got no takeaway. I don't have a takeaway. I say I ain't got no, but it's my podcast. I'm content with myself. So go ahead and re-listen to this. Write down some nuggets. Put it on your mirror. Whatever you got to do. But I know it's some fire in this thing, man. So go ahead and re-listen. Go ahead and share this out. Give it, to some people that really need it, man. You know what I'm saying? Let it massage in your brain and in your heart and in your spirit, and let it do what it do, man. So I love you guys, man. Thank you guys for, tuning into my podcast. Thank you guys for listening to me, man. I am super grateful for that. I do not disrespect the mic, and I do not take it for granted that I have a mic. I do not take it for granted that I use my voice to inspire, to empower, to give motivation, and to cast thought and cast ideas. And so I do not sit up here and play with what I do. You know what I'm saying? I am very, very protective of my mic, and I'm very, very protective of my reach and my voice. And so when I think about you guys, and I think about who's going to listen to this, I think about, how much value I could bring to the person, but I also think about that I do not want to ruin my moment and my opportunity that I get to speak to you. You know what I'm saying? So thank you guys, man. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for loving on me. Thank you guys for listening in. Thank you guys for sharing. Thank you guys for putting it out there. So let me go ahead on and do the commercial break again before we sign out here and land this plane. This commercial break brought to you by The Law. And if you want to follow me on all social media platforms at Facebook at Lawrence Thompson, Instagram at I Am Law Jr., Twitter at I Am Law Jr. number 8, Spreaker, The Antidote with the Law, and you can find us on YouTube, The Antidote with the Law, and you can find us on iHeartRadio with The Antidote with the Law. And you know what? I forgot one thing in the beginning. We do got an app too. You know what I'm saying? So you can download the app and have straight access to us with the app at The Antidote with the Law on both platforms, iOS and Android. You can get it, man. It's for free. And make sure you guys download that thing and give me some ratings, man. Give me some stars or some, you know what I'm saying? Let everybody know that this podcast is pretty dope, man. So, hey, you guys, once again, man, I thank you. Once again, I love you. Once again, I thank you guys for what you're doing to this podcast, because without you, it's not possible. Without you, I can't be great. And you know what? I hope you say that with me too. All right? I love you guys. I honor you guys. Man, I want you to say love hard, love God. And then you know how we sign out. Out of everything, we may not be the solution, but we will be the antidote. Love you guys. Peace. DJ, drop that beat for us.